Y'all probably wondering how my waves look, huh? Let me show y'all real quick. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JWILL coming at y'all with another YouTube video, man. And in this video, I'm going to teach y'all how to get 360 waves, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, man, let's get straight into the video. A little background about my hair. Last year I tried to get the little Odell Beckham fade. You know I'm talking about the typical light-skinned nigga fade or whatever. But it didn't look too good on me. So last year in August I decided to cut all my hair out to a 1.5 to start my wave journey. That leads into my first step. You need a barber and you need hair. If you have those two things, go to the barber shop, tell them you want a 1.5 with the grain. With, not against, with the grain. You want to go with the grain so you can get your waves. You can't get waves against the grain. Waves with the grain is an all even cut, and also you can get a taper with the 1.5 or you can get an all around even, whatever. Just make sure you get a lineup so you're looking crispy and you get that 1.5. After you get that 1.5 with the grain from your barbershop, I recommend getting some grease. Really doesn't matter what type of grease, but I recommend either Murray's or 360 style pomade for beginners to get those ripples in your head. Another product I recommend is also the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing. That product is so good, especially if you don't have curly hair. That product will help you a lot. It's also all natural, so that product is really good for your hair, and you should be putting that in your hair every day after the shower brush method. There's so many methods on YouTube. I don't want to go fully into depth. I can make other videos for that, but there are so many other methods on YouTube that you can look up to make sure you're getting that shower brush method, the plastic bag method. There's so many. I don't want to go fully in depth, but there's so many other ones. You now need brushes. You need a soft brush, a medium brush, and a hard brush. You want to start out with a medium brush, which is good for all levels. After you get that fresh cut, or when you're in your medium stage, or when you're woofing. A soft brush is basically used to lay down your hair after long brush sessions. Like if you brushing your hair for 30 minutes to 15 minutes and you going out, you want to lay your hair down with a soft brush. A hard brush is mainly used for woofing. Let's say you growing your hair out, let's say you on your woof for 6 to 7 weeks. Not even that. If you just got your cut and you at like probably 4 or 5 weeks, the medium brush ain't doing it no more. You want to get the hard brush to maintain that woof. So now that you got your brushes, you got the 1.5 and you got the grease, you need a do-rag / wave cap. A do-rag and a wave cap is meant to save your progress. A do-rag and wave cap cannot get you waves. Only brushing will get you waves. A do-rag and a wave cap is like a memory card for a PlayStation. You basically are saving your progress, so when you wake back up, your hair isn't messed up. Because if you sleep without your do-rag or you lay down without your do-rag, you're gonna lose progress, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be angry. You wanna make sure you sleeping with your do-rag every night or your wave cap, or you can do both. You also wanna have a silky do-rag. A silky do-rag just makes your hair feel more silky and look more silky. You do not want a polyester do-rag or them other type of materials, either satin silky or just regular silky do-rags. Now that we got all the basics out the way, you got your haircut, you got your grease, you got your do-rags and wave caps, and your brushes. Now you need a mirror. You need a handheld mirror. So when you in the camera, you could be looking, you know what I'm saying, brushing your hair. You need a mirror. You need the mirror so you can start your wave journey. That mirror is important. That mirror is like your license. That mirror is, you need that mirror. Unless you know your wave pattern, unless you know like you need to go like this and you know your angles. If you know your angles, you don't need the mirror really, but you gotta be an elite waver to do that. If you're a beginner, you need that mirror. That mirror is important for your success. You need that mirror so you can be an elite waver, so you can be better than everybody else. You wanna have the best waves in the game, you need that mirror. Now once you got that mirror, once you got your brushes, once you got your pomade, once you got your do-rags and everything else, you now are ready to start brush sessions. You want to get at least, not the most, at least an hour a day brushing your hair. I recommend you do 20-minute increments. You want to get the brushing, you want to brush crazy. If you want the best waves, you're going to have to brush. I recommend brushing a lot, and you want to continue to do so for up to 4 weeks. I recommend after you get that 1.5, you go that 4-week woof, and then you get it cut again with a 1.5. You want to train your hair. So I recommend the first 2 haircuts, which is the very first haircut, haircut and the second haircut, you want to get a 1.5. After you get that second haircut, you can choose to go 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Once you hit that 6 weeks, I recommend you get a 2 with the grain. Tell your barber I want a 2, not a 1.5, a 2 with the grain. After you get that 2 with the grain, you now are basically woofing, and you want to repeat this same steps. You want to get in the mirror, you want to get your handheld mirror, and you just want to start from your crown area and just get to work with your hard brush, your medium brush, your soft brush, all the brushes. You want to get to work. 80% is brushing for your waves and 20% is product. So I recommend you get that brush and you go to work, man. Alright YouTube, that's basically it for the video. I hope you learned how to get 360 waves from this tutorial, man. I appreciate everybody that watched this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Art of 360 Waves on Instagram for reposting me, man. Shout out to them. But yeah, man, it's your boy JWILL signing out, man. Peace.